No. Uh,
Hello everyone and welcome back to PRL Division 3 Season 17. This is the French Grand Prix. Remember last week I was with Tams, but he's not with us this week. I've actually got somebody that's a little bit better than him. I've got Larkin with me, and I've also got a special guest of Mr. Harinawag. Please say hello, laddies.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I was waiting
Looking
for that.
forward to this race.
Right, so last week out, we had Old School that had managed to finish in first by what was a landslide. Adri finishing in second, who isn't actually racing this afternoon because he'd much rather watch his home football team play. Coco in third, Macca fourth, Silent Bob in fifth, Heated sixth, Breen seventh. The two Force Indias are Karkin and Robert in 8th and ninth, and rounding out the top 10 last week was James in P10. I'm just waiting to see if one of the drivers are going to put in what the weather is, or if we're just going to have a big surprise, which won't surprise me, if that made any sense.
And of course, the strategy here is really tricky because I see already 3 drivers fitting the softs and 2 on the super softs.
Softs, super ultra softs. Yeah, so it suggests to me that it's probably going to be a dry race or dry start to the race. Maka weirdly actually going out on the ultra softs. He did say in the D2 stream that he would be, so Maka sticking to his
Wave
word.
Intel is also out there on the Ultras.
Wave on the ultras as well. In fact, it looks like Wave is going to be the first one coming across the line to start his lap. So, going to go on board with him as he is now just starting his lap. Getting caught up in quite a bit of traffic as well coming out of the pit. Not too good for him at the moment. So
What
yeah,
sort of lap times would you say the drivers are hoping to get around here?
well, us in D3 we done sort of 128. Well, what low 129s to 130. So I'd probably say mid 129s to high 129s for pole. I mean, obviously I
Okay.
know Old School can be pretty quick, so I won't be surprised if he is one of them that are in the 120s. Again, along with Wave, who's on the ultra softs, can quite easily do it. Again, same with Coco.
Yeah,
So
although pole times may be affected by the strategy because some people wanna qualify in super softs and go to softs at the end.
yeah, exactly.
So
So we'll be looking at the ultra runners to see what they can do along with the super runners.
There are quite a lot of drivers that are out on the Ultras.
Let's have a look. How many of them are actually on? Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Most of them are.
Could that mean
Uh,
we're getting rain?
potentially,
I
potentially.
think I speak for everybody when I say that we are hoping for rain.
You do love to have a good old rain dance. Wave going P1 at the 130.6 as the first banker lap, which isn't too bad. It's not too bad at all. Who can we go on board with? Who's going to be next across the line?
I think Lipsy is close to completing his lap.
Who is?
Lipsy. And yeah. Oh no, he's starting his lap.
Is he starting his lap?
I believe Coco's just about to come round into the final corner
Yeah.
and getting on the
Coco.
gas.
See. Coco's
Yep.
done a 132.0 on the soft tyres, so he's gone quicker than what Ibo's done on the ultra softs. And
And
has
only
gone,
1,000th of a second slower than racing at home.
yeah, so This looks like it could be a very interesting race. As also Ibo's teammate, Mr. Con Reese, has done a 132.6 on the softs as well. I don't know. It looks like it's going to be a mix of strategies. I just don't know what. I don't know if it's going to be raining or what. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Let's see who's going to come across the line. Oh, Heated has just given up with his lap and come straight back into the pits. Anyone else? Karkanen on his lap. Old School's on his lap. Bree.
James is finishing his lap.
Yeah. Let's see how Mr. James is going to do. Where's he going to finish? He's P6, 133.5. I think that's a bit of a slow-ish lap. I think he
Yeah,
may have backed out of that.
my
Yeah.
guess is that most people on Ultrasofts are lifting off somewhere or getting valid to force others to go to Ultrasofts and go later in the Supersofts to qualify
Yeah,
and stuff.
as what you usually do. You try and throw all the other drivers off and then somehow it works.
One interesting thing about quali on this circuit, and I know both of you guys will be able to speak about it more.
Hmm.
Watching James, his ERS ran out way before the end of the lap, and it shows how important it is at this track to
Oh, Old School
manage
getting in the way
it
of
while you're on a hot
Karkanen.
lap.
Oh, that was not good. I think Karkanen was on a lap, but Old School just getting in the way of that and Karkanen going P9.
Is Old School the championship leader?
Yes, he is leading the championship at the moment with Coco
He's not
a
set a
few
lap
points
though
behind him.
yet.
Yeah, very true. Bree still waiting for him to do his lap. He's on the final sector now. Coming up to the final few corners. So coming around to the last hairpin now. What's his lap time gonna be? As he comes down the final straight, it is a 131.5. Goes P2. I also didn't realise that LFC has also just done a lap on the Ultras as well, going to 137 at 131.7. Sorry. So a lot of people actually opting to go with the Ultras, whether they're doing a banker lap and backing off, or
He
that's the
was
actual laps.
Ibo is on Super Soft now on his second run.
Yeah. Let's see. Wave is on another set of Ultra Softs, so it looks like he's going to try and improve his lap even more. It looks like Old School as well is going to be going out on the soft tyres. Look, seeing that he's just changed it in the pits, whether he actually opts to go out on those tyres, I'm not too sure. Let's see, is anyone
Amusingly,
else?
I'm on board with Silent Bob, and I believe he just tried to drive down the wrong part of the track.
Oh, right. Let's see, anyone else actually on an out lap? I know Bob is just starting his lap now. I think Karkada might be on an out lap actually. Or on his actual lap, sorry. Just go on board with him. As we've also got 11 people watching the stream. Welcome to D3. Only the finest of driving here.
Ibo is starting his lap. If you want to go on board of him. Oh, a bit wide.
It's not too bad, or it's not looking so bad so far on Super Softs. See, coming up to the end of Sector 1. Better put the telemetry on so I can actually see. It's 26.0 as his first sector, so it's not too bad. As he has just improved, gone up to P2 on the Ultras as well, doing a 130.6. So could we have been wrong about the pole times? Maybe being like a low 130s, perhaps. Wave going
As
even quicker.
130.3 goes in.
Yeah. So Wave going even quicker on his lap. Anyone else just about to sort of come across? Yep, Bob coming down the final straight now. Is he going to improve on his lap time at all? He does. Goes up to P8 with a 132.8. Not too bad of a lap from him. Racing at home still the highest soft runner at the moment. Ironically enough, ahead of a few of the super soft runners as well. But I think they're just still doing a few of their laps at the moment. I believe Ibo is going to be the next one across the line as he comes onto the final hairpin now.
Not the best line through there.
No, he's gone a little bit wide, had a little bit of
Gonna
oversteer as
be
well.
slow lap. Yep.
Hasn't even
4 tenths
improved.
slower.
Yeah.
Yeah. As Maka goes out of the way.
See, Karkin is still on those same soft tyres as well as Silent Bob. Just trying to drag this out a little bit with their tyres from the looks of things. I believe Old School's actually going to be the next one across the line. Am I right in saying?
He needs a bunker lap to secure some positions.
Yeah, otherwise he's going to have to do a lot of work from the back as he comes across, coming down the final hairpin now, coming down the straight. What's the lap time going to be from the championship leader? It is a 1:31.7. So
Very nice lap on the softs.
very good. Currently P4, fastest soft run at the moment, which is definitely going to be playing into a bit of a different game, especially with all the top two. Bree's gone even faster. I didn't even realise that. Wait, no, never mind. He's coming out on the softs. My bad. But yeah,
Old School was the one that tried to save ERS during his lap because he didn't run off of ERS at the end of the lap. So yeah.
Ah, right, okay. But even still, for a soft runner, that is still a pretty good lap.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. Anyone else on a lap at all? Ryan. Is he on a lap? Don't think so. I think he's just on his outlap at the moment. When D3 streamer has more viewers than Wait. So Yari's just put in chat, ironically, that D3 has more viewers than what D1 has. Fair enough.
Maybe the D2 drivers decided that they want to see
They wanted to see
D3.
D3 instead, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just want to listen to our beautiful voices.
Perhaps. Because I think it's Falcon is the one that's streaming D1 at the moment. So they'd much prefer to listen to us. As we've got yellows in Sector 2 and Sector 3. I'm guessing it's probably just a car. Yeah, it's Ryan just letting a few cars through at the moment.
James about to come around and finish his lap.
Let's have a look. Let's go on board with James. Let's see what he's going to do on the ultra softs. That's not super soft, my bad. It goes up to P11 at 132.9. Better comms, more unpredictable racing. That's D3.
There's such a mix of different tyres at the moment. It's like a packet of Starburst.
I was going to say Skittles, but that sounds a bit better.
Maka was on a good lap, I think, but he did it. Maybe he got invalid or something.
Karkinen's still on the set of soft tyres. I don't think he wants to come off of these tyres at all. Probably going to be starting with these and trying to take them through the entire race as well.
He's improving though. Of course he's improving.
Yeah. That's fair enough. LFC is a crowd puller. Good old LFC. As Karkinen runs a little bit wide there and is just backed out of his lap entirely. Letting a few cars through. Let's see, who was that? I think that was Con Reese that was just coming through past Karkinen. Believes that he's on quite a quick lap at the moment as well. Let's see, also on the Ultra Softs coming around the final corner on the final straight now. Is it going to be pole? I don't think it will be, but it's P3, 130.8. So not
His teammate, Ivo, is now on an out lap on Ultrasofts. That's gonna be his last run on the
yeah. As we get
Ultrasofts.
into the business side of qualifying, as I said, Conry's done 130.8 on the Ultrasofts. Bree is still out on the soft tyres at the moment. I think he's just gone even quicker, actually. Let me see. Yeah, Bree's just gone even quicker on the soft, so he's done quicker than what Old School has actually done on the soft tyres. So good lap from him.
Okay, more people are going out on Super Softs. Old School is the next one.
Oh, LFC's just gone completely wide.
Yeah,
Cut the
wow,
chicane
that's
completely.
yeah. I remember there was a glitch that you can set a fast lap when you're outside the track. I hoping that's not what he was doing.
Really?
Yeah, but I think they passed it, of course. But
Ah,
he's
right,
taking
okay.
those lines. It's not the racing line.
He's just still staying on the outside of the track at the moment. As Dave
See,
said, better comes more unpredictable racing. I can definitely say that for sure. As Conray's still on, still doing laps on his ultra soft tyres. Dave, a nice line. Yeah, it was a very nice line from LFC. Is he still doing that kind of line? No, he's
raised on
actually come
softs
onto the track.
before. That's really interesting.
Might see if he can go quicker and just start on the soft tyres. As I said,
Interesting.
a lot of different mixed strategies at the moment. You know, quite a few
Old
people on the
school one.
supers. Old school spun.
Yep.
Not good for those super softs at all. Not at all. As Wave, I believe, is going to be starting a lap at any moment. Is Old School going to be doing another lap? Yep, Old School doing another lap. As New Waluigi is cheering on the Ferrari lads of Old School and LFC. Let's see, let's ride on board with the championship leader. Let's see how he does. Quite a nice line through there as he comes up to the end of Sector 1. There's a 25.4. That's very, very quick at the moment.
I have no delta for some reason.
I don't, yeah. Oh, yellow's in Sector
Yellow
1.
flags.
Is that a
I think it's
car?
Maka.
Yeah, Maka. I think he's just given up with it. So Maka not actually setting an actual lap time, which is quite unfortunate. Dave not setting a lap time either. Conreys retiring from the session as well. Yeah, Maka retiring. So Dave and Maka starting on the back end of the grid as Mercedes was just looked like he was getting held up there. I think that was Bree. Oh, never mind. He's finished his lap. My bad. Let's see.
I
Old
think Old
School.
School is in a tidy lap. He's coming through the last sector now.
Yeah, as he's coming up
Last
to the
corner.
final corner now. Gets a very tight line, but
It's
good
gonna be
run.
enough for pole.
On the Super Softs, he goes
Just no.
P4. Still the fastest on the harder
520.
compounder tyres out of everyone at the moment.
He did goes
Heated.
pole. Yeah. But Wave goes even quicker with a 30.1.
Very nice lap from him. As LFC is still on the outside of the track. On the final straight at the moment. Just letting everyone else through. Coco going
Goes not gonna
P3. So it goes ahead of his championship rival. It's a very good lap from him as well. And I believe all we've got left is just Karkonen on his 8-lap old softs tyres.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah. Is he going to come in the
Yeah,
pits? No, he's staying out. Comes across the line, doesn't improve. So
Probably it's the
P13
best
for
decision
him.
because if he
Yeah,
qualifies in the top 10 with 12 stars, it's not
not good
really
at all.
not good. But yeah,
No.
Evo is, I think it's the first one, the top one in the super softs.
Is it Ibo? I think it was Coco.
Coco, yeah. I think that's what I said. No?
I'm not too sure. I thought you said Ibo. Anyway, as we go through the top 10, we've got Wave in P1 and Heated in P2 on the Ultra Softs. Coco in P3 on the Super Softs. So that is going to be interesting as it comes up to the changeover. Con Racing P4 on the Ultras, Old School P5, the Championship leader. Brian 6th on the soft tyres. Still pretty good lap from him. LFC in 7th, Ibo 8th. Racing at Home in 9th. Ryan rounding out the top 10. And then Bob, James, Karkinen, and Dave and Maka. Those two not setting their laps.
Yeah, Ryan is on a very bad position to be with the ultra soft, use ultra softs and P10.
Yeah, not a good position at all.
And Coco is the one to uh, watch out for on the super softs.
Indeed he is. Oh,
Hmm.
Hawkins lagged out of the pie. Having a little bit connection issues.
Probably. As we wait for the drivers to fuel the car and pick their strategies.
So I've done this with Tam last week. Predictions.
Um, obviously, you expect Old School to do really good, uh, win the championship. Also, Coco is on Super Sauce. Maybe, yeah, he has some pace. So I believe he won Coco for me.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. I mean, when I've spoke to Old School, you're saying that France is definitely not one of his best tracks. So I think Coco needs to take full advantage whilst he can, especially considering that is in front of him when he lines up at the grid. As we're on the formation lap now, just watching these drivers warming up their tyres.
Do you reckon you can go ultra soft to softs?
It would be tight. If one of the drivers managed to carry their ultras to about lap 10, then there's a potential. In fact, let's have a look at the tyres, see what everyone's got. So yeah, everyone below the top 10 opting for supers or soft tyres. Maka and Dave both going for the softs. And Bob, James and Karkinen on supers. It's very interesting. Tam just put his prediction in the chat of LFC is going to take me out. Yes,
I
that
don't
was
think that's
in
possible.
D3. Yeah, no, I know. That was D3 a long while ago, Tam. Jeez, that was already 2 months ago. Bloody hell. But, yeah, so Wave obviously leading them all round. Just lining, or about to line up on the grid now. As surprisingly enough, no one actually got disqualified.
Yes, indeed, as the grid is forming right now, with Maka being the last one on the softs.
As Warren puts his prediction in the chat that the Ferrari will win. So he reckons that it looks like Old School may win it. As the 5 red lights come on. And it's lights out. Away we go. It looks like the Toro Rosso of Heat has got a great start, but the Sauber of Coco's got an even better start. It's gone around the inside of both of the Haas and the Toro Rosso. They both touch wheels, but it looks like the Haas has stayed out.
Comeback.
Coco and Heated have a
Old
bit of
school
collision,
spun,
and
old school
oh, Heated
spun.
spun as well, and the championship leader has spun it as well. Oh, not good for him at all. Ryan looks like he's struggling a little bit. Renault has just gone straight down the inside, try to dive bomb him, but has not done well. That's Dave. Let's see, we've got both of the Mercedes that are battling as well. Brian James, P6. Coco is right on the back of Wave at the moment. I don't know if he got any wing damage because I know he was. I don't know if it was himself or it was one of the other cars going straight into the back of Coco. LFC has made up, I think, 4 places from the start, so he's done a very good job to get into P3 at the moment. Obviously, with Heated and Old School spinning as well.
Racing, it's going down the inside.
As Ibo has
Ooh,
gone very wide.
spun.
What has happened with him?
Yeah. Ooh.
Not good
As
at all.
Ryan gets a big push off the track by Breh.
So we've got this battle for P6. Already the gap from P1 and P2 to LFC is nearly 2 seconds already. Both Wave and Coco pulling away very
LFC
quickly.
Now from Con, is he gonna do
He's going
it?
up the inside of LFC. Is he going to be able to do this move? LFC just looks like he was just going to get out of the way. Oh, he's cut the chicane though. He's trying to come back the inside. No, he's not going to be able to do it. So good move from Con there as Maka gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting as he is in a battle for P6. Looks like quite a little train going on already, even though it is only just lap 2.
As Old School trying to get better exit from
LFC
Ryan.
just went massively wide, and it's just given, I think it was James, the opportunity to try and see if he can overtake him. As he's trying to go on the inside of LFC, I think he should have thought better of it. Yeah, he's thought better of it.
And I get a better exit probably.
He has gotten a very good exit. He's going to be able to do it on the fast right-hander.
It's gonna be interesting.
Here we go. 2 wide on it. LFC on the outside. James managing to hold it. Is he going to keep it through this?
No,
He
not.
is, yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, LFC.
Oh, yellow's in sector 3. Who's that that's gone off? It's Heated. Oh, Ibo again. Spun in the exact same place. I think they must have had contact, the both of them. As Wave has just set the fastest lap. And has already pulled a second, over a second gap to Wave. To Coco, sorry. Maka getting another 3-second time penalty. He's not having a good day at all. So, as Bree has just gotten past Maka as well. Has there been an incident with Maka at all? Yeah, no, but
I'm not sure.
He is under pressure from Dave at the moment. Oh, there's a McLaren that's gone very wide. It's LFC actually, sorry, not of McLaren, a Ferrari. He's under pressure now from Maka, and Maka going up the inside of LFC. It's just made easy work of it. And it looks like Dave is going to try and do it as well. Oh. Oh, and LFC spun it. He spun. Oh, he done so well off the start. Yeah. He's now spun it. Not a good day for both of the Ferraris. I think Racing at Home may have... Has he got wing damage? Because he's just run very wide off of there. No, it doesn't look as if he has. Very strange.
Jonas is really close to Con now.
He's going to try. Thought he's going to try and stick it around the outside, but it looks like he's going to try and do the switchback on Con. And Con's actually already coming into the pits.
Yeah. Really slow entry, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, Heat is retired from the session. Where would that have been? Not too sure, but Bree's also in the pit, changing his front wing, going onto the soft tyres. Ryan in the pit, Con in the pit. who's only just changing the
Ryan got
tyres
a
now.
5-second stop go for speeding into the pit lane.
And Ryan has actually managed to get past Con, the same with Bree. Let's have a look. What's the closest battle track? Macca on Racing at Home. Macca actually starting in last is already up to P5. And same
Yeah,
with
he gained
Dave.
10 positions.
But he does have a few penalties to his name. And it looks as if he's managed to get past Racing at Home,
Someone's
but he's got
wide.
another 3-second time penalty.
Maka was really wide, has to give the position back to Racing at Home, I think.
Oh, LSE getting a 5-second stop go penalty as well. Is that battle for P10? I know Bria has just gotten past Ryan. I think Ryan may have made a mistake. But Ryan has now got DRS.
Ooh, a bit of excessive weaving into the straight.
Not able to make the move. As we go back on board for this battle for P4. With the two soft runners that were started on the softs. And Racing at Home.
Dave is close to Maka now. At the end of the straight.
Doesn't look as if we're getting the move done. Oh, Maka just going quite wide there. Racing at Home getting a nice exit out of that as well. And same with Dave. Not going to be able to overtake him though. I think Maka may have a bit of a problem where he's just struggling on those soft tyres quite a bit. As, oh, something's happened with Bree. Oh, Bree's had a spin on the last corner. Oh, it's gone from bad to worse with him. I'm going to come in to change his wing as well.
Racing goes defending.
As they go side by
Round
side.
outside.
Maka's done the same thing again. He's cut the corner. Is he going to be able to give the position back? Yeah, he's had to give it back. And it looks like he's going to lose it to Dave as well. Could he be losing it to Dave? Dave going on the outside of Maka. Oh, oh. Very close racing. It looks like Maka's going to try to go back up the inside of Racing though. He has managed to do it. Racing has had a terrible exit. And yeah, Dave's had Dave's had an absolute mare there. Racing going back up the inside. Oh, they've collided and Racing's spun it. Giving Dave the position as well. And it looks like Old School's going to be trying to overtake Racing as well. Not going to be able to do it, but it looks like he may try and do it on the back. Might do it on the straight. As Racing at Home also gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, and Old School got a great run through there, and he's
going to try around the outside. Is he going to be able to do this? Championship leader? No, not at all. I think we should go to the battle for the lead as Coco is right behind Wave. Wave on the Ultra Soft still, as they are probably going off by now. And Coco is going to have DRS on Wave. Is he going to be able to overtake him on straight? He's going to go out the inside. Is he going to be able to get the move done? He's ahead. Yeah, Coco is now in the lead of the Grand Prix. So nice job by Coco. And I believe if the positions stay how they are, if I'm correct, I believe Coco would actually move as the championship leader. So obviously Old School in P7 at the moment. Coco in a battle for the championship with him.
Oh, Maka with the Mercedes.
Going side by side. Oh, little touch squeezes him out. Maka coming back onto it though.
Really close to losing his front wing.
Dave right on the back of these guys as well. This is a little train that has formed up here. This is going to be interesting as it comes onto the final straight. Oh, Dave has just, I think, lost a bit of his front wing.
Yeah, has damage.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of cars here. Old School looks like he's going to try going on the outside of Racing at Home again. Is he going to be able to do it this time? No, he might switch to the inside though. No, not going to be able to get the move done.
Dave goes wide because he has the front wing damage.
It's going to give Racing at Home with the inside line. Coco getting a 3-second time penalty as well. Yeah, Racing at Home's managed to get the move done. Is Old School going to be able to get the move done as well? Doesn't look as if he is.
Yeah, I think Old School is trying to be as patient as possible after
Yeah,
going to the
he's going to be
near
waiting to the
side.
straight, as Karkin looked like he ran quite a bit wide there. Coming onto the straight as well.
Okay, Ryan has so many penalties. I don't know how she's picking up so many.
As Heated's actually put in the chat, I have no idea what was happening to me. Every time I exited a corner, I ended up spinning. May have just overheated the tyres. I'm not too sure. As it looks
Yeah.
like Racing at Home's trying to go around the outside of... I don't know if it's
Ooh,
Hammers or
dive bomb.
James.
Oh
Tries to go
no.
around the inside now. Is he going to be able to get the move done? No, not at all. Thinks better of it.
He's,
As Old School and Dave are also side
he's
by
going for the
side.
inside again. The
Dave
Haas.
managing to cut back. Oh, he's managed to cut back onto him. Back for this part of P4 between, I think I'm just going to say Hammers and Racing at Home.
As
Oh, as Old School's
the...
actually on the outside. Oh,
Ooh.
he's had a spin.
He's not giving any space.
As Dave comes into the pits for a new front wing and to change, obviously, I think to change his tyres as well.
Yeah, he's on softs, I think.
Yeah.
He's gonna go to the end.
Oh, Hammers getting a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, so it looked like Racing at Home had a little bit of an oversteer moment, and I think he caught Old School when he was on the outside as well. As
Wave
oh
is
wait,
going
Wave is
for
actually
the
coming into the pit,
undercuts.
yes, and he's put on the soft tyres, so looks like he
Yeah,
could be going to the end with these tyres.
and he wasn't that far from Coco, so maybe the undercut would work if he tries to.
Perhaps it
If
would,
he can
yeah.
make it
As
to the end to
Old
the
School's
softs.
managed to actually get past Racing at Home now, so Old School doing a pretty good recovery drive at the moment since his spin on the first lap. He's now gone back up to P4. As I think Racing at Home's trying to go back down the inside of Old School. I think he's just it looks like he's just let him through.
He goes again on the inside. Pushes Old School really wide.
This is a great battle for P4 here. Old School looks like he hasn't got a pretty good run. So he's going around the inside of Racing at Home. Is he going to be able to get the move done? Oh, they touch wheels. Has he got DRS? He hasn't got DRS.
Yeah, Bob has though.
As it looks like Silent Bob is lagging a little bit on my screen. Looks up a little bit just behind these guys.
Not just a little bit. It's quite much, yeah.
We've got Dave and Ryan in the battle for P11 as well. Dave obviously on the fresh super soft. I think he may have overtaken Ryan. I think Ryan's struggling quite a bit as well. Wave going on the going around the outside of Karkkonen. I think he's managed to get the move done. Yeah, he's managed to get past Karkkonen, obviously on these fresh soft tyres. So he's going to be trying to make his way all the way back up to try and see if he can undercut Coco.
Bob is lagging so much.
Yeah, Bob is lagging quite a lot.
Is this gonna affect Wave now?
Especially with him being just behind it. He's just jittering everywhere.
You don't want to go near him, but... Yeah.
Go back to this battle for P3 between Hammers and Racing at Home. Lots of different lines being used as well. Same as what was happening in the D2 race. A lot of different lines that these drivers are taking. Let's see, Racing at Home. Oh, he's going extremely wide there, but he is going to have DRS on Hammers at the moment. Old School is also going to have DRS. Is he going to be able to get a move? Racing at Home is catching up to him, but he's not going to be able to do it. In the background, we've got Wave and Silent Bob. Wave's just managed to get through Silent Bob, so he's not going to cause any issues there, especially with him sort of lagging all over the place. And now he's going to be catching up to this battle for P3.
Yeah, and Wave has to push now because he has traffic in front of him, and he has to preserve the tires later on. Has to overtake them
Here we
quickly.
go. Look, I think Wave is going on the outside of Old School. Is he going to be able to get this move done on the outside? He has.
Yes.
And he's now going to try at his
Nice.
teammate. That was a very nice move. He's now going to try at his teammate. Is there going to be any sort of team orders coming into play, do you reckon?
I think he's gonna let him go.
Yeah,
Wave
he's just let
has.
him go. That's fair racing. So Wave now into P4 and is actually catching up to Coco. Looks like the gap is
Yeah,
around
Coco
21
speeding.
seconds.
Coco speeding.
So the leader is actually in the pits at the moment. Not necessarily the net leader, but leader nonetheless.
We're gonna find out very soon.
Where is he going to come out in comparison to Wave? Oh, Coco's had to... Oh, never mind. I thought he had to get his wing changed. Let's see. It's going to be very close between these. I think Wave's done it. Wave's managed to undercut him.
Ooh, yeah.
He's managed to undercut him. And James, and Wave has also just gotten past James. Coco is also racing at home. That was very weird to say. See, Wave has just gotten... He's just driven well away from these guys. He's already catching up to Maka as well.
And he also had traffic on the laps he had on softs.
Yeah.
As Coco is battling with James.
Looks like he wants to try and make his way on the inside, but he's not going to be able to do so. As now Coco is going to be trying to catch who is the net leader of Wave at the moment. Numero Luigi saying that Maka is looking good for a podium. He is, if he manages to squeeze past all of these guys and if he can overcut them, it'd be even better. Because I know he started on his soft compound tyres. So look, got battle for P7 at the moment as well with Conreese and Bree. Coming up to the fast right-hander. It looks like Bree's going on the inside of him. Not going to be able to get the move done. Is he going to be able to stick it up the inside on the far right-hander? He is, and he's managed to actually get past Conreese. But is he going to be able to come back the inside? He is indeed, as Wave does the new fastest lap as well. He's already caught Maka 2 seconds from when he started the lap. He's now 4 seconds behind.
You can see the pit entry is really
quite busy, yeah.
Those guys, because racing, I think, has a 5 stop go. I'm not sure if it was racing.
Yeah. He's just come out ahead of Silent Bob. Hammers looks like he's in first out of all of the leaders here. Oh, Old School's actually come out ahead of him. Old School's actually undercut these guys, so I didn't even recognise that he did that. So that's really good strategy from Old School. Is now going to be taking his tyres over to the end. Dave looks like he's going to have to pit again as well. I'll be surprised if he manages to take these tyres all the way to the end. Bree potentially taking these to the end. I don't know if he'll be able to make them work, however, but we shall see as the race goes on.
There is a battle for P10, but both of them went a little wide on the exit.
Oh, Bob has tried to defend quite wide. Oh, Karkinen now switching on to the inside. Is he going to be able to get the move done on Bob? He's not.
No. Not sure why he didn't go behind him to get slipstream.
Get any slipstream or DRS or anything like that.
Maybe
to be honest, with a lagging car, I don't blame him.
It doesn't lag now on my screen, but better be careful then. Sorry.
So let's see, after 13 laps, nearly halfway through the race, who's been sort of like the biggest position changes? Mac obviously going up 14 positions, but still needs to make a pit stop. Still a very good effort from him nonetheless. I think, in fact, he would come out in P3 or P4. So, yeah, as New Luigi was saying, Maka is looking like he's going to have a very good result. at the
Yes,
end of the
indeed.
race.
He has P4 for now if he pits.
And he'll end up going onto the super softs as well. So he could potentially catch Wave and Coco as it comes to the end of the race. We shall see, especially if those two will be battling as well. As now it
As the
looks like,
laps are over a second.
yeah, it looks like everyone's just starting to sort of calm down now at the moment. Dave going up 9 positions as well. Obviously the biggest, don't know if I'd say bottle or loser would be Heated, obviously DNFing in the race. But actually out on track still would be Comrie going down 7 positions. It's not been too good of a race for both of the McLarens, should we say. As Racing at
Racing
Home
has
gets
another.
another time penalty.
Yeah, and he also has a 5-second stop go that he has to serve, so. And he goes again wide. Coco on the fastest lap on softs.
He's catching up to Wave. Wave is now within 1 second of Maka, who is the sort of current leader but not the net leader. Let's see, will Wave be able to get make the move on the long straight? Coco might even come into play with this as well. As here we go, DRS activated. He's gaining on him. Is he going to be able to go around the outside or the inside?
Gaining.
Not going to be able to do anything, no. He has made very good progress up to Maka though, although Maka is on how old tyres? 13 laps soft tyres. He's the only one that hasn't made a stop in this race at the moment. As I said, he's on for a
Wave
good
is really
podium
close on
position.
Maka.
He's going around the
Closing the
inside.
Nice move. Really
Very well
nice
done
move.
from him. Coco could actually also try and overtake his teammate. I think there's probably going to be some team order, so Maka may just let him through. Can you check the penalties? I think Maka has plenty of them. Do you want to give the penalties a check to see
Yeah.
how many penalties Maka has? Because I know he has quite a few.
Maka has 9 seconds of penalties and 1 warning remaining.
Oh, Racing at Home's retired.
Oh no.
Oh, where's he gone off at the track here then?
I think it's the fast right-hander.
Oh no, he was looking like he had a good opportunity
Yep.
for some decent points, but oh.
Yeah. Although he had quite a few penalties, but yeah.
That's unfortunate for him. Very unfortunate. Old School's managed to get past Dave. Old School gone around the outside of Dave on the beginning straight. Obviously, you've managed to keep the move done. Dave on 7 old lap, ultra soft tyres. As Con actually manages to get the fastest lap of the race, down in P10, so he is in the points at least. Obviously, when Dave pits, I believe that Dave would probably just be in P10, pushing all these guys behind upper position. So it wouldn't be too bad for him at the moment. As the closest battle on track, in fact, actually is Old School and Dave at the moment. I believe Old School's just going to be getting away from him.
Wave has no penalties as of now, and Coco has a 3-second penalty, as I can say, but also 2 warnings.
So Coco has so 1 more warning, he gets another 3 seconds. So, do you say Wave has no warnings either?
He has no penalties, but 1 warning.
No penalties, but 1 warning. Okay, as LFC
He's
takes a
doing really
massive
well.
line of that track there. Massive track
And there
extension. He's
goes Coco.
with another
Another
3-second time
3 seconds.
penalty.
He
Speaking
has
of the
6
devil.
now. Con another
Connery's also
3.
getting one. As we've got a battle for P11 between LFC and Ibo, closest battle on track at the moment. Let's see, is Ibo going to be able to get the move done on LFC at all?
He's way far back.
Yeah, he's oh, and Ibo gets a 3-second time penalty as well, going on the fast right-hander. He's on 12 lap old super softs, so he's expected to be coming in pits relatively soon. as well as LFC. I think he was trying to take these softs to the end of the race. Let's see the gaps in all of these now. Obviously, oh, Ibo's just had a little slide. He spun it around, and Ryan has now gone past him. So those 12-lap old super softs are actually telling him you need to come in the pits, which is exactly what he has just done, and probably will be sticking on another set of super softs. Looks like Coco's actually starting to shut down the gap to Wave now. He's now 1.2 seconds just behind him. I believe it was like 2 seconds when it was coming up to the first sector of the last lap.
And it's getting closer to the time that Maka has a pit. Maybe it's gonna be this lap or the next one.
Yeah, it does look as if Bree is starting to gain on him. Maka looks like he's struggling quite a bit on those soft tyres.
He's losing so much time, Maka now.
Yeah, he does need to make the call shortly. If he does pit now, it looks like he may end up coming up ahead of Old School. So we shall see what will happen if he does decide to pit this lap, or if it'll be next lap.
It's gonna be that one because he lost 3 seconds in one sector, man.
Yeah, it would need to be this lap if he wants to have any chance of still having a podium finish.
And also has to be really easy on the throttle on this corner especially.
Yeah. As Ibo's actually gone on ultra softs. Weirdly enough. I don't know if he'll be able to take those to the end or not. Be very tight.
He's gonna try, but I think the Supers are better tire for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maka lost 5 seconds on a lap.
Yeah,
Really
if anything, he would need to make the pit stop this lap, as that is exactly what he's going to do. So he's pitting in this lap for the super softs.
Yep.
Or will he actually go on a set of ultras?
I think he's gonna go on super softs, and he's gonna be well behind Bree.
Let's see, yeah, Bree's just coming onto the straight now. Bree's actually coming into the pits as well. So, is he going to be able to get up ahead of Old School? Maka coming out of the pits now.
It's gonna be really close, I think.
It is very close, I believe.
It's really
Here we go,
close.
they're going to be battling on to turn 1. Old School getting obviously a better run. He's gone down the inside of Maka. They have a little bit of contact, and Old School's through, but Maka has just gone straight back through. I think Old School's just let him pass. But
Yeah,
Maka on a fresh set of the super softs, so...
Yeah, I think Old School knows that he doesn't have the pace with those tires to battle for P3.
Indeed, it looks like there's a battle between sort of P8 and P9, Bree and Con Reese. And Bree has just managed to get past him on his fresh set of super softs as well.
Although, it's really interesting about the penalties. Maka has... In fact, am I allowed to say though?
What, how many penalties he has?
Should I say it?
Yeah?
Yeah, he has 9 seconds of penalties and Old School has none. So if Old School sticks within 9 seconds of Maka, he can get P3.
We shall see if Maka manages to pull the gap up to 9 seconds of Old School. Obviously, as I said, him being on a fresh set of super softs, as Coco gets another 3-second time penalty. So Coco's now actually got 9 seconds of penalties himself. Ibo setting obviously the fastest lap in P13. But yeah, Coco having 9 seconds worth of penalties, same with Maka. Obviously, I believe that means that Old School would be put onto the podium if the race was to end as it was now, with Wave finishing in first. What Coco would need to do is move ahead of Wave. I mean, he's got time to make a stop and probably still come out ahead of Maka and Old School to try and maybe set like the fastest lap. So I don't think he would end up doing it, but we shall see, as this is now Wave's race to lose. see. Battle on track. Looks like the closest one is for P5 between James and Silent Bob. Silent Bob looks like he's going on the inside of James. Not going to be able to do it. He's a bit too far back. I think he was just having a look. Believe. Oh, we've actually got Bree and Karkinen as well. Bree on the fresh set of super softs is now 3 attempts on the back of Karkinen. I think Karkinen's just gotten straight out of the way and just said, you can have that position. I'm a lot slower than you are. So Bree now into P7 and is now going to try and catch these guys up ahead on the soft tyres.
Ooh, LFC goes interesting out of the track as Ryan is gaining on LFC again.
Maka setting the fastest lap of the race. He's already made nearly a 4-second gap to Old School, so he could potentially do it. He could get above 9 seconds of Old School and still have the podium. We'll have to see by the end of the race. Obviously, when it comes to the end part of the race, his tyres will start to be going off.
Although he's in risk of getting another 3-second penalty because he's already on 2 warnings.
We shall see. It makes it. Oh, Wave actually gets his first penalty of the race. Looks like Connor's actually just gotten ahead of Karkinen. I think Karkinen's just let him through. So Karkinen now down into P9 and is going to have Dave on the super soft tyres, fresh super soft tyres, start to challenge him in a few laps time as well. As LFC's actually coming to the pits.
I guess for the Ultras. He has a 5-second stop go.
Ryan getting another 3-second time penalty. As Mr. Jake TV, aka Racing at Home, hello Darkness, my old friend.
Bob and Yanis made contact.
Did miss that, I do apologise. Oh, he's going around the outside. Oh, Bob's just let him through. Oh, Bob's actually let Bree through. Oh, okay.
I'm not sure why.
I don't know if does Bob have any damage or such. It doesn't look as if he has any damage.
But I have no idea. Coco is really close to Wave now.
Let's have a look on the back on the straight. Doesn't look as if he's going to be able to get the move done. But this is for the lead now. Coco needs to get ahead of Wave and get and make 6 seconds ahead of him to be able to win the French Grand Prix, as there was yellows in Sector 1, but I don't know what that was for. So let's go back on board with the battle with the lead. Coco has made up a massive, has actually made up a lot of time to Wave as well.
As Bray gets a great exit, the 2 Mercedes are fighting on different tires.
Let's see, is Brie going to be able to make the move down the inside of James? Is he going to be able to get the move done? Oh, they touch wheels. I believe, yeah, he's managed to get the move done on his teammate. So great job there from Brie. He will now try and see if he can catch up to Old School and could potentially snag that last podium spot. We shall see. As we go back on board with the battle with the lead. It looks like we're actually making a little bit of a gap to Coco now as well. Con getting another 3-second time penalty.
He's 8 tenths. He has the RS straight.
See a lot of dirty air as well. Coco now with DRS. I don't think he's going to be able to make the move on the straight. No, he's not going to be able to.
Oh, he's far back, but if he wants P1, he has to try to do something. He has to use all his DRS now, as he has plenty, and Wave is really low on DRS, so you have to use everything you have to get in front of him now.
Yeah, Wave actually only on about 15% of ERS. Coco been maintaining his quite well and is around 60% ERS. So he can use that at his advantage, especially with him also being on a couple lap younger soft tyres as well. So this could spice it up for the end of the race. I mean, I've seen a few people that are taking their softs to around lap 16, 17. And don't forget, Wave actually started on the ultra softs as well. So he's obviously gone on the softs a lot longer than what Coco has been. As you can see, three laps older. So it'll be interesting as it comes towards the end of the race as to what is actually going to happen.
Maybe Coco will have a great chance now. He's much closer than he's ever been.
Here we go, got DRS on Wave. It looks as if he's going to be able to make the move on the outside of Wave. Both going side by side. Oh, he's broken a bit too late and not managed to make the move done on Wave. As I've also realised Dave has just gotten past Karkkonen. Karkkonen on 12 lap old soft tyres. Bree getting a 3-second time penalty as well. So not good from him. As this is a good battle for P1. Just see all Coco going up really close behind Wave. He's going to have a good exit on the final corner to be able to get the move done. Going into turn 1. As Bob picks up a penalty himself now as well. Here we go. He's got a very good run coming in into the final straight. Is he going to be able to get... Nah, he's too far back from Wave.
I think he lost time then. Gained momentum there on turn the last corner of the lap.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, Karkkonen getting a 5-second stop and go. Not having a good race at all. As Ryan is in the pits, pitting for fresh ultra soft tyres. Yeah, just trying to see if he can set the fastest lap. Here we go, battle of the leaders again. Coco has got DRS on Wave again. I think he's too far back to be able to get the move done again. Wave doing a very good job actually with these 16 old lap soft tyres of keeping ahead of Coco. It looks like Coco's actually gaining on him though. Going into the fast right-hander. Not going to be able to get anything done from there.
Still cannot get in front of Wave, so I don't think he's gonna... He has to settle with P2 because of the penalties as well.
Yeah, he does need to get in front of him, as this may be one of the best opportunities that he will also get.
And I think Mark is gonna get the last place on the podium because of Mark not creating the 9-second gap that he needs to remain in P3.
Yeah, he's just I reckon Maka has just lapped Ryan B. Old School's also going to have to come up to the back of Ryan B as well. So you have a little bit of traffic ahead of him, but I don't think that will put him off too much, as I assume that Ryan would move out of the way fairly quickly for him. But yeah, Old School maintaining the gap to Maka.
Now is the time for Coco.
We go on board with Coco, goes on the inside of Wave, has managed to make the move relatively easy on Wave. Maka gets another 3-second time penalty. I think that is probably cemented it for the podium, which is very unfortunate. Ryan getting another 3-second time penalty as well.
Not only that, but he's gonna lose a place to Bray as well.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it'll be 12 seconds. He needs to get ahead of 12 seconds. As it looks like Bob has overtaken James. Bob on the inside of Hammers at the moment. Oh, Hammers just cut the corner majorly and has got a 3-second time penalty for it. Bob trying around the inside there, touch. Oh, this is not good. Con's just gone around the both of them and has now gone into P6. Oh, Ibo has just cut the corner massively. I think Ibo was also caught up in all of that traffic. Hence the yellows in sector 2. I feel like Bob will need to give that place back to him though.
Seconds penalty to Ibo. Interesting.
He was taking the LFC line, as I'd like to call that now. Let's see, battle for the lead again. Got a good helicopter view of this. Wave looks as if he is catching up to the back of Coco. He's going to have the DRS on the back of him, though. Wave getting a very good run out of there.
I think that's just for the fun if he tries to do it.
Coco going a bit
Coco goes
defensive.
defensive.
Not able to get the move done, although Coco has had a bad run out of there. Wave's had quite a nice run, but I don't think he's going to be able to get the move done at all. Let's go back to this battle for P6, because all of that was a massive bit of commotion that had just happened there. Bob went into the side of James. It looks like he's just letting back through. Sorry, Hammers. It looks like he's just letting back through. LFC getting a 3-second time penalty as well. Everyone has a lot of penalties in this race, though.
Yeah, because there is a lot of runoff area.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Wave's going down the
Wave
inside
goes
of
on the
Coco.
inside.
They go side by side as they're coming onto the final lap of the French
That's a
Grand
drag
Prix, and Wave
race.
is now is in the lead. He had the net lead anyway because Coco now has 9 seconds time of penalties. I believe, unless Wave ends up spinning it, I believe that the race has been given over to Wave.
Yeah, that's a really good drive to him because he has the oldest tires at the moment on track, 19 laps instead of 16 of Coco.
Here we go, Coco going DRS. He's going around the outside of Wave. I believe he's managed to get the move done. He's managed to get the move done, but I don't think he's going to be able to make up 6 seconds again unless Wave ends up spinning. He's quite low on fuel and ERS as well. Is Wave. Let me see, has he got any... Can we not see the fuel at all? We can't even see how much fuel he's got. It's a shame. It's a shame. Again, getting another 3-second time penalty is LFC. Macca's obviously had the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So, well done to him. And he's made up the most positions, so I'd probably say he's going to be my driver of the day. But I don't think obviously he's going to last up in P3. I think you end up still getting P5. But nonetheless, Coco finishes in first, but it is Wave that has finished the Grand Prix in P1. So well done to both of those drivers. It was some very good driving from the both of them. Go on board with Macca now, as he will finish P3 on the track, unless he spins. But I don't think that's where he will actually end up finishing. Got Old School just in the background there, who has actually only just lapped Ryan B now. Here we go, Macca coming up to the final corner now as he's about to come across the line.
And now he's gonna drop 2 positions to Old School and yeah. Oh wait, does he have fuel? Okay, he has.
Here we go, yeah, Old School getting the final podium
yeah,
position.
P4.
Bree getting P4, so Macca in P5. Very good drive from Macca nonetheless, as his yellow's in Sector 3. Who's this? Oh, it's LFC hitting the back of Macca.
As Con finishes P6. Oh wait, Dave goes P7 and Bob P6.
I think all of them having penalties as well. And Karkanen, he's just going to finish P10 in the pit lane, so not a very good drive for an Force India man. But it is Wave who has won the French Grand Prix for PRLD3. Old School, despite spinning on the first lap, has made a very good recovery drive back to P3. So he's done very well to do that. Macca putting in chat should get P4 at least. It was close. Old School, I let Wave through, yes. Just so he could catch up to the championship rival. So
and
here we
that
go
was the
for the
podium.
podium. As I said, we've got the hash driver of Wave on the top, Coco in P2, and Old School in P3. So now, actually, Old School is still in the lead of the championship. It's not by much, but obviously Coco has caught up to him a little bit, but it is close between those two for the championship. Wave catching up to the both of those as well. I believe overtaking Dave in the championship. Correct
Wow,
me
too
if
many
I'm wrong.
penalties.
Oh my god, there is a lot of penalties. Old School, ironically, being the only one without any penalties in this race. So, good job to him. As I said, I believe my driver of the day, well, it'd either have to go to Maka or Old School now as well. Only just from that
Yeah,
brilliant recovery drive that he's had.
yeah, I have to give it to old school myself because the recovery drive was amazing, going from P5 to the end to last, and yeah, getting so many positions, keeping it clean.
Absolutely
But yeah,
impeccable.
really good race.
It was very good. But yeah, so Wave finishing P1, Coco P2, Old School P3. Breen coming home in P4, done a good drive from him. Maka in P5, as I said, going up 10 positions. Bob in P6, Dave P7, Con in P8. I believe it was heated in P9. No, sorry, Hammers in P9 and Karkin in P10 rounding out the top 10. So was very good driving from everyone. I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream because that was a very good race to commentate, I must admit, especially with the two leaders being as close as they were. I believe it's break week next week for PRL. Correct me if I'm wrong in saying that. Let me just have a double check before I end the stream.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it's break week
Um,
for Abu Dhabi.
the next one is Austria, as I can see, but
It would be Austria. Yes, there is a break week, so it will be on the 1st of December is when we will continue in PRL. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and looking forward to Austria for the next race.
have a great